name's Michelle Stone, and I'm coming to you today during Great American Teach-In to show you how to curate an art exhibit at the Carrollwood Cultural Center up in Carrollwood. So the art exhibit that we're going to look at is called the Student Faculty Show, and it is based upon all of the artwork that the students who have taken classes at the Carrollwood Cultural Center and what they have done. So they're going to, actually I'm going to display it and walk you through step by step how to do it, what to do, and everything. So if you have any questions, feel free to have your teacher reach out to me, but I hope you enjoy. Thanks. So this is what the walls look like when they're bare. And these are wires and hooks that we use to hang the artwork on. So if you can see, this is a hook, and so it goes up real easy. And then you press this little button and it comes down, and that's how you move the artwork and how you get it all even. And then you just coil the wire up. The wire that you're not using anymore, you just coil it up like this, and so it hangs behind it. And so this is what my gallery looks like right now. I even have pedestals that I can put 3D sculptures on. And then additionally, I have a little bit of, it's basically crown molding at the top up there. I know my fingers are huge in the video. Where I can put artwork in between where the two pedestals are. So, and those pedestals can be moved all over the place, and they come in white, black. Those are the two primary colors that galleries use. So this is the process that we initially start off with. We have a bunch of artwork in the bare walls, and so we start to look at the different colors. And so here there's lots of blues. So it's almost like if you're an artist and you have on your palette you have blues, browns, some greens, some grays, which is also in the same color story. And then we can kind of move into the yellows and see how they may be the same type of birds, but this painting to the left with the building is actually going to be on top of the ducks next to that seagull. And then the little girl's all the way to the left. So that's what that wall's going to look like. And then this wall is going to look like this, where the painting to the left will be on top of the butterflies, and then the flamingo, and then the little boy with the mask is going to be next to the Native American Indian, and this owl will go on top of the trees. And then we've got this beautiful piece here, and then this chihuahua will go on top of the Oneonta Lake piece. And then this one, these two. Actually, we're still trying to see what we're going to do with the piece with the red flowers. And so we're still trying to figure that part out. And then we've got this one, which will go on top of the lion. And then this is actually going to be our focal piece. It's big, it's bright. There's nothing like it in the rest of the show. And so when you start off, you really want to start off with a piece of artwork that is a focal point. And so that's the one that we chose. So as we're looking at these guys with the pine cone, if you look at that, we were actually at one point thinking, should we put the little girls all the way to the right next to the pine cone? But we decided no, because we like how the yellows from the pine cone pick up on the street scene, the reflections in the middle of between the two buildings, and how the reds in the street scene to the left also reflect off of the pink on the pine cone. So that's the reason that we made that decision. So this is what they look like when they're hung and the idea starts to come together. See how, I'm gonna show you the whole thing, and agreed, some of them are crooked. But right now we're just hanging them, and we actually have this one that we're trying to figure out if we have space, because see where the exit sign is? The exit sign, all the artwork has to be to the right of that, and that particular painting on the floor will not fit in that space. So these are some of the things that we have to take into consideration. So, but as we're looking at the artwork, the colors kind of come together. So see how, like, the three with the barn picture, and then the kids on the beach, and then the other barn at the bottom, how they all have like blues and yellows and whites in them. And then how the colors from the beach actually tie into the water in front of the cityscape. And then in the dog, there's some blues in there, some blues and kind of purples that pick up the blues in the other pieces. And then it also picks up the purple to the left in the sky of the field with the American flag. So as you can see, the blues, I'm playing off of the blues, and then also like right here with the vase of the flowers, and the dog, I'm picking up the yellow from there, and using the greens in that flower to kind of pick up the yellows as well. And then I go into, to the left, I go into the bowl, and then the mask look like those colors are inverted. So the mask has the blue in the background, and then the bowl has, the bowl is the focal point of that particular piece with the balls, the brown balls that are in it. And so, and then I move into the family, and so I've got the blues and the browns in that one. And then here, I've got the welder and the leaf up above. So the welder has, and I know it's kind of hard to see because I haven't done any lighting, which is another thing that we will talk about. So the rust color from the gloves pick up the rust in the beach scene, as well as the rust in the cabbage and some of the rocks from the bird to the left. And then we go into the ducks, and then the building on the top, and then the yellow and the blue there. So that's it for now. And I'll go to the other side in a little bit. So here you can see that I have hung the artwork, and it's all nice and straight, and it's spaced, and I've tucked away all of the wires, and all of the lighting has also been adjusted. So there's nothing in this that is dark. So the lights attached to the ceiling are movable, and so I can adjust them in the best way I possibly can for the artwork to show the best lighting in the artwork. And so as you can see, all of it is lit really, really well. The difference between the last shot and this shot is that this artwork is, some of it is not level. I have not tucked the wires up, and some of it is actually a little bit darker than it could be because I have not adjusted the lighting. So if you picked up on those three components, you are absolutely correct. So they're not level, they're not spaced, actually those four components. So this section is not leveled, it's not been spaced, I did not tuck the wires, and I have not done the lighting. So if you chose those four components, you are correct. Okay, so now you can see how this one is nice and straight and organized and the lighting's good. And then how it's the same on this. The only thing I need to do next is to put the labels up. So this one is all, the double hanging is actually 4 inches from each other. And the spaces between the artwork is 5 inches between each piece of, like the widest part of the artwork. And this is the final part of the other wall. Everything's all spaced. Oops, as I'm looking at it, I'm noticing that there's still some that are a little crooked that I'll have to go back. But for the most part, all I need to do at this point is labels. So, and just adjust a couple of ones that are crooked. So, there we go. All right, thank you.